Hey everybody, it's Bludborn again. Had a couple things I wanted to talk to you guys about before I went to bed this evening. A lot of this stuff is going to be suggestions, or those little quality of life things that have been mentioned recently. So one of the things that I suggested a couple years ago on the forums was actually that when you have a profession, that its tracking abilities were passives, that were just kind of an innate ability that was just there. It wasn't something that you had to toggle on and off through a skill, but rather it was something that showed up in your mini map, and it was something you could turn on or off there. And honestly, I think it would be nice at this stage in the game to update the minimap icon or the minimap indicator to show what type of node it is, rather than just showing the green resource icon. But the reason why I thought about that was really because it's my profession. If it's something I'm supposed to be good at, and it's again, you're a professional at it, I should have the ability should just be there, I think. So, I mean, it might not be the best idea in the world, but something that I thought about for a while, and I kind of like the idea. So, next thing would actually be for a scaled, or I'm sorry to say, a better UI. And I don't want that to be taken negatively, that the UI is bad. I actually like the way the UI looks. What I really mean, though, is to have an HD version of that UI, one that scales better. Because if you notice you drop it below 1.0, it actually doesn't look that great, and if you raise it above, it gets real blurry. So I'd actually like to see a UI that has better scaling capabilities. We're starting to get into some displays that are very high res, and if you leave it at the native, it's tiny, and if you scale up, it just doesn't look good. So I'd like to see a fix to that. I mean, maybe build it into just the HD texture package, so not everybody would be downloading this this extra UI grouping, but just make it something that's available. And these are in no particular order. These are just things I've jotted down. The next would actually be the instance finder, and actually having a reset button for that. I'm sure all of you have gone in at some point and done an instance. Everybody's out, and you either have to go into another one, or disband, or transfer leadership, or all those things. The instance finder is a convenience, and if we had the reset ability, it'd be nice. I mean, if people are going to farm instances, they're going to farm instances, so they're going to do it one way or another. So I'd just like to see the reset ability. Or if the instances could self-check themselves, basically. So if you go in, you complete it, everybody leaves, it should just be able to reset itself just when it's exited. Just makes sense. Now, the this next one kind of annoys me a lot, but and I'm sure it annoys a lot of people when it comes down to legendaries, but it's the error message of too many requests, please slow down. I don't want to slow down because legendaries take a long time, or the deconstructing and reforging relics and all that stuff, it takes so much time. I don't want to spend that much time in front of the game not enjoying aspects of the game. Combining relics is something I don't enjoy doing in the least bit. So a combine all, I know, has been mentioned a bunch, or or just remove the error message. Just let me go as fast as I can click. I can do it with reputation items and other things like that. So it'd be nice just to be able to combine those much quicker. The last thing actually came about, I guess, in or it was more prevalent in Riders of Rohan, and that was the quests that were solo only, or maximum of 2 players, something like that. those kind of bother me because it's an MMO. I think quests like that should be available in a group because it's always available in solo. So the solo aspects are always there. I can always go in by myself and do that quest if I want to. But if I am grouped with people, I don't want to have to disband, have everybody go experience it solo. I mean, it's something we could talk about and go do if we wanted to do it solo and break up the group. But to have the ability to stay grouped up and things like that, I think it would just make for a much richer experience in the game. Especially when it's a talk to quest. When you go in and you witness an event. Those are when there's only 2 players allowed into it. Well, if there's more than one allowed to be in, why is there not allowed to be 6? This doesn't make too much sense to me. And those are some of the ones that I've just thought off, kind of top of my head, and I'm jotted down here. So let me know what you think. Toss it in the comments below, and remember to like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you don't like it, and comment. So until next time, take care.